SMA crossing is that, you know, I talked about yesterday that this is the only indicator I use. And to be honest, if I've taken 90 trades, I've only looked at this SMA and EMA to confirm, you know, my entry in like 6 out of a total of 90. Okay, so that really shows that this thing is not really of great importance. Okay, but for somebody that is really starting up like you, in the first days of my trading life, most of the time when I want to take a buy entry, I always want to look to see if this stuff is crossing already. Because if this stuff has crossed, then it tells you that the beginning of that trend has happened. But if you don't properly analyze your chart, you might see a cross and a recross. So this shows that he wanted to go to an uptrend and then he bounced back. But obviously, if you are looking at this chart here, you can easily know why. It came down and then what? It came up and it retested this zone and then it went down. Okay, so you can, with adding your SMA and EMA to your trading, basically makes you spectacular. This is one of the things that the SMA and EMA gets to do generally. So for your SMA and EMA, if you want to add that to your chart, all you have to do is right click, you go to insert indicator. I hope you guys are writing it down. You go to insert indicator. Okay, then here you're going to type moving average. So when you click on moving average, you should see all these. So you click on moving average exponential. Okay, when you click on moving average exponential, you basically just click on it, and then your moving average exponential comes here. This is the EMA. Okay, so this EMA comes out. That's moving average exponential, which is what you can see here. And then if you want to add the other one, which is MA, you go again to indicator, insert indicator. Then you're going to type moving average as well. And then you're going to click on moving average. And then you can see it. That is MA. Okay? So when that MA comes, okay, you will now go to your EMA. You're going to set it as 8. 8. In length, you're going to put 8. Please take note of this. In length, you're going to put 8. So then your source is closed, offset is 0. This source and offset is constant, but your length is going to be 8, meaning that it's basically calculating the the moving average exponential in 8 like movements, okay, in 8 movements of price. And then your style for your MA, the color of your MA should be blue. Okay, so basically what that means is that my moving average calculates a sell. Like anytime there is a cross, like let me give you an example. The MA is blue. So anytime there's a blue band crossing the red band, it means that this sell that went on here downward has ended. Okay, so the blue band came in to signal that the buyer started. It doesn't mean that nothing in Forex actually goes all the way like this. You must have times that obviously it's going to still come down. So always have that in mind. The fact that it crossed does not mean that it is crossing forever. It might be a short-term cross, or it might be a long-term cross, and that is totally dependent on you, the trader, by basically through your analysis. Okay. So the next one we'll be talking about really is the MA. Now this MA is the red. Basically, you can see that for any time there's a buy, okay, the red is always under, the blue is on top. This blue is the buy, the red is under. So that means this moving average actually calculates mostly the sells. So anytime you'll be looking at for me, really, generally when I'm trading, I don't really pay attention to all this rubbish here. If you notice, most of the time when I show my charts, I always take them out, like I hide them, so that it doesn't obstruct the flow of my my trend line or whatever I'm trying to draw on my chart. Then when I finished drawing on my trend line and mapping out the areas I want to trade, then I can now come and then now put it on. So it's kind of like guides me. Let me